Abbu, I'm so excited. I won the race today.
That's amazing, Sarah. Tell me everything. I want to feel like I was there watching the race.
Sure. Before the race began, Miss Asma told me I would win. She knew that I had practiced for it. Nadia, Amna, and I took our spots. Then we ran. In the beginning, Nadia ran, Amna ran, and I was in the middle. The crowd was watching us. Close to the end, Nadia's speed decreased. I crossed her before the finish line and won. I was happy. I saw Miss Asma standing on the side. Abbu, you look confused.
Well, I didn't feel like I was there watching the race. You didn't really describe the actions. I don't know how you and the other children ran, or how the crowd was making noise. I don't even know what Miss Asma's feelings were.
You're right. I need to be a better storyteller. Let me try again. Before the race began, Miss Asma confidently told me I would win. She knew I had practiced every day for it. Nadia, Amna, and I carefully took our spots. Then we ran. In the beginning, Nadia ran quickly, Amna ran slowly, and I was in the middle. The crowd was excitedly watching us. Close to the end, Nadia's speed decreased slightly. I crossed her just before the finish line and won. I was extremely happy. I saw Miss Asma standing proudly on the side.
Wow! This time I felt like I was there. You described all the verbs with adverbs.
Adverbs?
Adverbs are words that describe a verb or an adjective. They give more details of how, when, or where an action takes place. You used many examples in your story. Most adverbs end with the li sound.
So, adverbs can make verbs come to life. I'm not sure how they describe adjectives. Can you give examples?
Sure, you actually described an adjective in your story by saying extremely happy. Happy is an adjective, and the adverb extremely tells us you were very happy. Very is an adverb as well. Completely full, too loud, and quite interesting are other examples of adverbs that describe adjectives. Adverbs can even describe other adverbs. In the phrase ran really well, well is an adverb, and really is an adverb describing the adverb.
I'll make sure I use lots of adverbs now.
Well, if you want to be a great writer, you shouldn't use adverbs every time.
What do you mean? We just saw how my story was confusing without them. I couldn't describe my verbs.
That's true, but the best solution sometimes is to use better verbs and adjectives that do not need any adverbs.
I'm lost, Abbu. You'll have to give examples.
Of course, instead of saying Amna ran slowly and Nadia ran fast, you could say Amna struggled and Nadia sprinted. Similarly, instead of saying I was extremely happy, you could say I was elated.
These are very difficult words, Abbu.
You're right. They are complex words. But just keep reading to improve your vocabulary. Sometimes adverbs are necessary.
I went to school late today. Mariam likes reading quietly. Asif paints carefully. Ammi drives slowly.
Sarah, what are you doing?
Stating the obvious.
I'm trying to see how fast I can read these sentences.
Not as fast as I can, that's for sure.
Asif, I can read better and faster than you.
Well, I can read bestest and fastest than you.
Asif, that's not how you use degrees of adverbs.
Sarah is right, Asif. Bestest isn't a word.
Yes, it's, well, better and best.
Very good, Sarah.
We've been learning about degrees of adverbs with Miss Asma this week. I realized we use adverbs all the time to describe things and their intensity without knowing it.
What are you two talking about?
We're talking about adverbs, Asif. Adverbs are words that describe a verb or adjective in a sentence. They are used to express a place, time, manner, or cause of something, like the words usually, always, inside, and quickly.
Almost, later, and slowly too.
Yes, well done. Now, each of these adverbs has degrees. There are 3 degrees of adverbs: absolute, comparative, and superlative.
The first form of the adverb is positive or absolute, like early or fast.
The comparative form is used to compare two things. The superlative form is used to compare something to all other things.
The comparative and superlative forms of adverbs are formed using the suffixes er and est. Sometimes you can't change a word by adding a suffix to it, so you add more or most before it.
Asif, why don't you give me a few words that we can use for examples?
Soft, late, slow, loud.
These adverbs are all in their absolute forms. Let's change them into the comparative degree, which means adding a suffix of er to each word. Soft, softer. Late, later. Asif, do you want to try it out?
Sure. Slow would be slower. Loud becomes louder.
Now let's change them to the superlative degree. We do that by adding the suffix est. Asif, would you like to try?
Soft, softest. Late, latest.
Slow, slowest. Loud, loudest.
But what do you do with an adverb that ends in ly? Sweetly, for example. Does this become sweetlier or sweetliest?
Definitely not. In such cases, we add the words more and most before the adverb. For example, brightly, sweetly, angrily, quickly.
Oh, and quietly,
So these words are in their...
in their absolute form.
All right, let's do the comparative degree first. We add the prefix more brightly, more sweetly,
More angrily, more quickly, more quietly.
And for the superlative degree, we add the prefix most.
Most brightly, most sweetly, most angrily, most quickly, most quietly.
Good job, you two. Sarah, do you want to change the sentences you were reading earlier to comparative and superlative degrees?
Abu, that's a better idea than Sarah's.
Very funny, Asif. That is what I was going to do. I went to school late today. I went to school later than I did yesterday. This is the latest I have been to school this month.
Asif paints carefully. Asif paints more carefully than Sikandar. Asif paints most carefully out of all the children in his class.
Ammi drives slowly. Ammi drives more slowly than Dadajan. Of all the people that I know, Ammi drives most slowly.
Thank you both for helping me. Asif, I can still read faster than you.
But I can run faster than you.
After you watch this video, you will know the proper positions for adverbs in a sentence or clause. Mom and I decided to spend the morning skipping terribly.
Skipping? You and Mom?
We found a lemon for chocolate cake and carefully started the process of mixing the cats with the butter.
Oh, that's brilliant, Sarah. This is so funny. Imagine mixing cats with butter.
Yes, I love Mad Libs. Without even realizing it, you learn the proper way to use parts of speech. Want to try another one?
Yeah.
All right. I need adverbs for this one. First, I need an adverb of time.
An adverb that describes when something happens. Later.
Now, I need an adverb of place.
Nowhere.
An adverb of frequency.
Always.
Finally, an adverb of manner.
Something that describes how something happens. Easily.
Excellent. Let's see what happens when I put your adverbs into the blanks. Later, the photographer had eaten dinner by a campfire, surrounded by the sounds of nature. Now, he was ready to travel nowhere to find the best pictures. He was a careful man, however, and always came too close to any animal that could attack easily him.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
It's not supposed to sound right. It's supposed to make it funny by using the wrong adverbs.
No, I mean the last line. Attack easily him?
Asif's right. There are rules on how to use adverbs. And that last line is incorrect. You never put an adverb between a verb and its object.
But I got this example from a book.
Books can sometimes be incorrect.
What? Books can be wrong?
Don't you know about the positions of adverbs?
Well, we now know not to bring an adverb between verbs and objects.
Yes, but there are specific rules to where an adverb goes in a sentence. The first sentence of your Mad Lib started with an adverb. This is called the front position.
So, if there's a front position, does that mean there's a back position as well?
We call it the end position.
And a middle position.
Mid position, yes.
Wouldn't attack easily him be a mid position?
That's a big no position. Like I said, adverbs don't go between a verb and its object. When we say front, mid, and end, we mean in relation to a sentence or clause. An adverb can come at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of a sentence, depending upon what type it is.
So each type of adverb is used differently?
Yep.
Easily is an adverb of manner. How do we use those?
Adverbs of manner are used in all three positions.
These all end in ly. What about adverbs like fast or well?
Adverbs that don't end in ly only come in the end position.
You mean I can't say very fast she works?
No, you're not a wrinkly green character in a fantasy movie who can't speak correctly.
Fine. What about adverbs of time?
Most often used at the front or end positions. Sometimes you can use them in the mid position as well, but very rarely.
Wait a minute. In the last sentence, you placed the adverb between the verb and its object.
No, I placed it between the auxiliary and main verb. That's normal. The object of this sentence is adverbs. Learn is the main verb. Will is the helping verb. An adverb's job is to describe a verb, so it makes sense that it be placed somewhere close to the verb.
What about adverbs of frequency?
That's another type of adverb that appears in all three positions. But there are two types of adverbs of frequency, definite and indefinite. Definite adverbs are those that specify the frequency, like weekly or every day. These are placed in front or end positions. With adverbs of definite frequency, you can't use single-word adverbs in the front position. Adverbs of indefinite frequency can be used in all three positions.
So almost all the adverbs go into all three positions.
Except adverbs of place, which you use almost exclusively in the end position. On really rare occasions, you can use them in the front position.
That's just 4 types of adverbs. Aren't there more?
There are a lot more. But these are the main types of adverbs that everyone should know about. I have this graphic that explains which type of adverbs work in which position. What do you think?
That's useful. It's given me an idea. Asif, let's create more Mad Libs using adverbs.
Oh yes! And then mix them up so that the wrong adverbs appear in the wrong positions.
Genius! Let's go!
But that's not why I told you about the positions of adverb. Oh well, as long as they remember to never put an adverb between a verb and its object.